I demonized Kambo my entire life until this point. All of a sudden, I felt a huge strong. And Kambo is most likely one of the most uncomfortable medicines you ever can take. And I wouldn't recommend it if you don't truly feel the call.
The frogs are in the trees, and so what he does is just talk to the frogs in their language, and the frog will play back.
Obviously, pros and cons.
You know, I treat depression, anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder, you name it, with traditional medicines. And you hear about something like Kambo, and you certainly research it, and the first thought that you have is, oh my God, Hippocratic oath, first do no harm, this is dangerous.
It's really important
really
for
have
you
to
to know yourself. And
a lot of people have the picture in their heads, mostly from what they see on Dr. Google, of like, well, why would I put this frog poison on me to end up having diarrhea and vomiting my guts out? I don't want to be poisoned. What's it going to do for me?
Vomiting, sweating, flushing, and nausea, swelling, rapid heart rate, and temporary blood pressure in the body. Kambo contains bioactive peptides that enter through small burns in the skin and are absorbed into the lymphatic system and bloodstream. A lot of people use Kambo as a detoxification medicine, which makes sense because you're actually vomiting all the time. Originating among the indigenous Amazonian tribes, such as the Métis and Catuiquina and the Wayanava, is practice traditionally used to strengthen the body, eliminates the toxins, and increases the physical and spiritual endurance. So today, Kambo has transcended borders and is practiced around the world as a tool for natural healing.
especially women, we tend to carry our emotions and stress in the body instead of the mind.
Yeah.
So,
Guys, I'm actually freaking out. I'm sitting here at 4:30 a.m. supposed to do my first Kambo session. I couldn't sleep at all because my dreams were so vivid. And honestly, I don't have any idea what to expect, and I feel scared. I really feel scared because I have so much respect for this medicine. And this year has been a complete shedding for me. Like, in the energy of the snake, I've been peeling off all old layers and letting go of everything what not longer served me. One thing that has become a lot for me was the trauma of my ancestors. So for those who don't know, I grew up in Germany where World War II happened, which was a global conflict from 1939 to 1945, in which millions of people died and an entire nation were traumatized by violence, by fear, and by destruction. And honestly, I thought it didn't affect me so much. But this emotional wounds of loss and this trauma of not having enough of resources or starving, I feel it in my body. So I researched educated Kambo practitioners in my area, and I found Jaima Luna, who's just an epic Kambo practitioner, who served over 1,000 people and who I trusted personally.
we're gonna start to obviously open the space with a prayer, give it thanks first of all to God, and then the elementals and the ancestry of this medicine. Then after that, we're gonna go through a movement, pranayama, activating the energetic centers. After that, I open the gates and serve the medicine. Then after that, I serve a rapé, which I find is really important, at least how I serve, because it helps to get out the last things that we are holding through the tobaccos. And after that, lay down and give you some healing with the Tibetan bowl on your belly and your heart. And this is kind of like a cellular massage. Need to more express in a scientific term what this medicine is. Having more awareness of screening your practitioner. Where does the medicine come from?
On the pain range, like how would you describe the pain range, like between 0 to 10, when 0 is the most lowest, and 10 is like, oosh.
Yeah. It all depends for many factors, like the medicine, the quantity, the person, preparation. The preparation is really important because it does act into the body. If you haven't really eat clean and start to prepare your body for the medicine and start to releasing and detoxing, then it's gonna be hard on you.
I feel very excited, and yeah, I'm ready for the ceremony.
I already have the feeling I need to throw up. How many glasses you have? 3. That's fine.
And as the medicine rolled through my body, I could clearly feel which part it was working at each moment. In those areas, I saw different colors, which was quite fascinating for me. And Kambo, yes, is a heart medicine. It works on a vascular level. It expands the blood vessels and stimulates also their circulation. So, through my crying, everything inside me suddenly turned black. It felt like a deep hatred, misunderstanding, and rage overcame me and wanted to become visible. After that, other colors arose within me, like a beautiful, wonderful turquoise, green, and finally a pink arose. I actually cried for many minutes, which felt like hours. When you're on the medicine, you actually cannot distinguish between minutes and hours because they all blend together. And through my intention, a lot of old ancestral memories came up. And the effect is hard to describe because it isn't really psychoactive, but through the process, I definitely felt I was in another world. A part of me didn't want it to stop crying, and it felt so good to just cry and to let it out, to release. During this process, I visualized embracing all of it, all of the pain, healing it together with my ancestors. And definitely the feminine side, the feminine ancestral line within me were so angry. And I screamed, I cried, and I released.
You ready? A little bit more time? Okay, let's do that.
And I felt so nauseous all the time, and it was such a relief to throw up, even if it was horrible at the moment. It felt so awful. I don't want to shock you or give you a false imprint, or I just, like make it more worse than it is, but it is intense. And the good part is it's intense for only 20 to 30 minutes and then it's over. Yes, there's some after pain also, and yes, you face your shadows, but for me it was very beautiful to cry like a waterfall and to release all that what had been stored for so many times. And even if you see me here like going through hell, it was one of the most beautiful experiences in my entire life, because I could feel exactly in which chakras the medicine was active and how it was working in my body. I'm only sharing these parts which you can see of where I feel comfortable, and some aspects I'm intentionally leaving out because of respect of my own process, because it was so intense and vulnerable. Even our videographer, who is also my friend and a Kambo practitioner, was a man. And this made the whole experience even more healing and intense for me.
Caitlin Thompson.
Because
The officer was standing near the front
also
door
held
with his hands
the female
resting on
ancestral
his
line
belt.
within me, but also the male
Miss
male
Thompson?
lineage.
Are you the eldest daughter of Anthony Reyes Thompson? I nodded. I'm sorry to inform you, your father has died of an apparent overdose.
And a scientific researcher. She's focused in Kambo practitioner, and she's focusing on the researching of the medicine.
Yeah.
So I follow her and I love her work.
Caitlin Thompson.
Caitlin Thompson, and her Instagram is Medicine Frog Kambo. My teacher is 60 years old and he's been harvesting the medicine since then.
Whoa.
And so these men talk to them. And so when we go in the jungle, the frogs are in the trees. And so what he does is just talk to the frogs in their language, and the frog reply back.
What?
I know. This is such a high consciousness. The frog itself know what it's here for.
Well,
you know,
if you decide to do Kambo, then double check your practitioner and also double check their resources where they harvest the medicine, because it's super important that this medicine is harvest sustainable, because there's a lot of measure in the market and misuse of this medicine.
Where the medicine goes, it has some after pain, like you.
We're back alive. Hello. Wow, what a amazing experience. I never experienced something like this, and I'm so tired. I'm so tired, guys, but so full of energy at the same time, and my belly felt so nauseous, and I purged a bit, but more I was crying the whole time, and I released all this ancestor trauma, or at least I cried all this. Look here, the dots. Yeah, it's in the form of a matrotron, and she also said that it's about divine femininity, and definitely I had to release there something. I cried, and while I cried, I focused on my inner being, and suddenly I received all this colors, and it was all what I, all the mistakes of the past, of all what I blamed myself
for had been gone. Like, I cried them all out. And yeah, so I closed my eyes and I saw colors. Like, it started like with being really, really dark, and then it started like to lifting, you know, the poison, the medicine, it started to lift in my chest, and I felt the color. I saw the color green, and I felt like, yeah, like there was so much pure love just at the end, pure love. Now I'm chilling here at this beautiful, whatever this is, lake. Yeah, and meditating.